Dear students, good morning to all of you. Today I am going to start the next video of your chapter 7 Lifelines of Indian Economy. The topic name is Major Sea Ports. You know, dear students, as you know, India, the coastal line of India is longest, and the long coastline of India is 7,516.5 kilometers. 16.596 kilometers. It means from here to there, all these the coastline which are connected with ocean are known as the coastlines, and total length of the coastline is 7,516.6 kilometer. India is the dotted with, it means India has a 12 major seaport in India. How many? 12. And medium seaport are 100. Medium and minor ports total number are 187. So these are the numbers of the seaport which are available in India. And so among these major seaport and medium seaport, we will try to understand these 12 major seaport which are situated on the different coastal area of the oceans. So let us try to understand one by one which are situated in which part. So let us first we all try to see what are the name of the seaport and where is situated. So let us try to start from north-west. Here is the Kandla, second Mumbai, third Mormugao, New Mangalore, Kochi, Tuticorin, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, Paradip, Haldia and Kolkata. So these are the number of the 12 seaport which are situated in the different part of India, and let us try to understand more detail about this one by one. And these major and medium seaport of India ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. How much? 95% of foreign port, 95% foreign trade are handled by these different seaports. So first seaport which are situated in Gulf of Gujarat, it means Kandla. So there, what do you mean by Gulf? The ocean part which are three sides covered by land, it is known as a Gulf. So here you can see these north side, east side and south side, the ocean part is surrounded by water. Therefore it is known as a Gulf. In this Gulf, there on the run of Kutch, there port is situated. So there one question is also raised, what do you mean by run of Kutch? It is also very important. So run of Kutch is a short marshy land. Run of Kutch is a marshy land, salty land in the from here in the Thar desert. In the Kutch district of Western Gujarat. So these are the Western Gujarat. So here in the Run of Kutch, the seaport which are situated it is known as a Run of Kutch. So Kandla is in Kutch was the first port developed soon after independence. It means after 1947 when Karachi seaport, which was reached in the hand of Pakistan after partition, then they have needed seaport to handle all the export and import of the northwestern states of India. So, when it has reached in the hand of Pakistan, that time from these all the burden has reached on the port of Mumbai. At this situation, they need a new port. So, after getting the independence, their new port was developed which was given to known as a Kandla. So Kandla is situated on the Gulf of Run of Kutch. So these port has which type of port? Tidal port. It means it is totally depend on tides. So tidal port, it caters to situated handling of export and imports of highly productive granary and industrial belt stretching across the states of Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Gujarat. All these areas, what the goods granary are produced, it has handled by this port for sending in the other country, and other countries which are imported, they are also reached in this area from this port. Clear? So Mumbai, now the second is the Mumbai is the second highest, is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well sheltered harbour. Mumbai is the biggest seaport and it is a natural harbour. What do you mean by natural harbour? A natural harbour is a place with deep water and gained waves. So these are a deep water there, and it is a natural harbour which are cover all the export and import from the Maharashtra and the Mumbai. Then next is the Mormugao. Mormugao is the premier iron ore exporting port of the India. Mormugao is situated in Goa, and it has controlled the from Mormugao 50% export of iron ore from there to the other country of the world. It means large export of iron ores from this area has controlled by the Mormugao seaport. Then after, next is the New Mangalore, which are situated in situated in Karnataka. It is also handle large export of the iron ores which are produced in Kudremukh mine in Karnataka. Now next is the Kutch is the extreme southwestern seaport which are situated in Kerala, and it is a natural seaport and located in the entrance of lagoon with natural harbor. Now, when we move on the southeastern coastal areas and the southern part in Tamil Nadu, we have found the seaport which are known as a Tuticorin. Tuticorin is a natural harbor and rich hinterland. So, what do you mean by hinterland? It means the land lying beyond a coastal region. Lying beyond the coastal region is known as a hinterland. So, which seaport of India is known as a hinterland seaport? Tuticorin. Clear? So, thus it has a pluralizing trade handling of large variety of cargoes to Maldives, cargoes to even or neighboring countries like Sri Lanka and Maldives. It means all the trades which are done from India to the neighboring countries like Lanka and Maldives are handled by the seaport of India. It is a Tuticorin, where is situated in Tamil Nadu. Clear? Then after, when we reach in the north part of the eastern coastal areas, then we have reached on a Chennai seaport. So, Chennai is one of the oldest artificial ports. Which type of oldest official ports of the country. After it has ranked next to the Mumbai in terms of the volume of trade and cargo. It means Mumbai has a biggest seaport of India. Then after, if any seaport has given the number, so then it is a Chennai, who had also controlled large volume of goods and cargo by this port. Clear? Now, so then after, the next is Visakhapatnam. It is situated in Andhra Pradesh. So Visakhapatnam is the deepest landlocked and well protected port. What do you mean by landlocked? It means it is situated inside the land. Therefore, it is known as a land. Inside, it is covered by a land like such. So, therefore, it is known as a landlocked, and it is a very protected seaport of India. What are the names? Visakhapatnam. This port was originally conceived as an outlet for one iron ore exports. Paradip port, located in Odisha, especially in the export of iron ore. So these are also used for exporting of the iron ores, and then after the next port which are situated in Odisha, its name is Paradip. It is also used for exporting of iron ore from India to the other world country. Clear? Then after, we have reached in the West Bengal. There are the two seaports. One are the Kolkata and second is the Haldia. So Kolkata is an inland riverine port. So what do we mean by riverine? Riverine port, R-I-V-E-R-I-V-E-R-I-N-E, riverine port. It means port which is a port which is a port is a part which is located on the river front. It means those ports which are located on the front of river, it is known as a riverine seaport. So these two seaports, Kolkata and Haldia, are situated on the river Ganga. Therefore, it is known as a riverine seaport. So Kolkata, this port is served as a very large and rich hinterland Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Being a tidal port, it requires constant dredging of Hooghly. Haldia port was developed as a subsidiary port. When the burden large has reached on the Kolkata, then after the new port was developed and it is began to known as a Haldia. And every year there, due to movement of the different river from here, large silt has deposited on the bottom of the river. Therefore, every year it has removed for facilitating to movement of the ship. And if they are not removing, then the depth of river would be low at this time. May be possible to create problem for the ship for movement. Therefore, the silt would continuously moving from there. So these are the different seaports which are situated, and please do practice and keep in your mind where is situated which seaport. So there are different type questions would ask in the map, like mark any riverine seaport. So that times if you in your mind have not the riverine port which are only to Kolkata and Haldia, which are the hinterland seaport, Visakhapatnam, and hinterlands Tuticorin, and which are the which seaport of India is landlocked and more safest seaport, it is a Visakhapatnam. What is the name of seaport of deepest seaport of India? Mumbai. Then after Chennai. So these are the two natural harbor who have controlled large export and import. And which seaport of India export about 50% iron ores from India? So Mormugao. Where is situated? Mormugao in Goa. So these are the different seaport, and which seaport control trade of the neighboring country of India, like Tuticorin. All the trade which are held between Sri Lanka and Maldives controlled by the Tuticorin. Where is situated? In Tamil Nadu, in south east coastal area of Tamil Nadu there is situated. So these are the different seaport, and I hope all of you will success to understand, and please do practice with white mat. Okay, thank you.